All right, we're back with lesson 71, day 2, graphing linear inequalities and systems of inequalities. So this is what we're calling a system of inequalities, is when we have more than one inequality together. Very similar to what we had to do when we graphed a system of equations. We had to graph two lines. Now we're going to graph two inequalities. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to start with the easier one. Why not? This one is already in y equals form, which is great, which means I can very quickly pick out my slope and my y-intercept. Nice and easy on that one. I'm also going to want to jot down when I'm graphing, specifically related to that sign, am I going to shade up or shade down? That's a greater than sign, so I'm going to shade up. And that is a solid line underneath, so I'm going to draw a solid line for that one. Okay, moving over here, here's my other inequality. I just have to do one step to get my y by itself, which is divide everything by 3. Y is less than, I'm just going to put that 1 in the front to help me, especially when I'm writing my slope. 4/3, not the best kind of graph, but we'll see what that would look like. Slope is going to be -1/3. Y-intercept is going to be +4/3. We'll figure out what that is in a second. That is a less than sign, so we're going to shade down, and I have a dotted line because I do not have an equal sign underneath that symbol. Alright, so now I'm going to move my graph up so I can start graphing this. Alright, here we go. So again, I'm going to graph that first line first. My y-intercept was -1, so that's here. My slope is up 2 and to the right 1. I'm going to go down and to the left 1. And then that was a solid line, so again I'm going to use my handy dandy straight edge right here to draw a solid line. Let's see if I can get that lined up just right. A little tricky, but it should look straight when I draw it. Ahaha, beautiful. Alright, so a nice solid line, and it says I'm going to shade up. I'm going to wait on the shading just for a second, and I'm going to wait on the labeling just for a second, so I'm just sketching the line out. So now I have to figure out this other one. This other one, 4/3 is really 1 1/3. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. 1 1/3 is really like here. Alright, it's just a little bit above the 1. So now I have to move up 1. So it's going to be weird because I have to move up like a whole box, which means I'm going to have to move up to 2 and a little bit, and then over 3. Oh wait, no, I'm going down, sorry. -1/3, so down 1 and to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. A little hard to graph, right, because I have to go down a whole box. So down 1. Oop, did I go down too much? I think I did. Oh man. If I above 1, then I really am here. Sorry, down 1 and to the right 3. So really I'm here. Man, messed up my lines. Let's get a pen and just cross those out real quick. This is why. It's very hard to graph. I'm just going to X those out. Very hard to graph in pen. So down 1 and to the right 3. There's my new line. Down 1 and to the right 3. Down 1 and to the right 3. And then same thing, up 1 and to the left 3. Up 1 and to the left 3. Up 1 and to the left 3. And that's as far as I'm going to be able to go. I'm going to turn my paper side, but it's just easier for me to draw the straight line. And I'm going to draw a dotted line. So here we go. Try to line up my straight edge as closely as I can. And you'll see my nice dotted line. Probably better that I did it in 2 separate colors anyway. Alright, so now the black line, it's dotted, gets shaded down. So I'm going to shade, again, I just do this freehand with lines coming right from the line and I cover up all of the like empty space. Remember that pink line, it said to shade up. So remember, up, right? Depending on where the line goes. It might be to the left, it might be to the right, but it has to be up. And there we go. So now, what you'll notice, and I'm going to, let's label these guys, 2x minus 1, y is greater than or equal to 2x minus 1, and then my black line, original equation, less than negative x plus 4. You'll notice the space where the crisscrosses cross each other. So the pink crisscrosses are going this way, and the black crisscrosses are going this way. And you'll notice there's this big space where they crisscross each other, right? It creates this cool pattern. And this is where I'm going to draw a giant S. And I'm going to go over it a few times so you can really see that's a big giant S. And again, that is the solution set. That is where all of the answers are going to be. So it's really cool. And then depending on the lines is where the border kind of stops. So first question, I have a bunch of different points I'm asking you, are they solutions? So the point 0, 0, is the point 0, 0 a solution? It's right here. And if you notice, it is in the cross-hatching space, right? You see where, I'm going to even draw one more line here so you can see it. Draw a bunch of different lines so you can really see the crisscross area. So 0, 0 is right here, and it is in the solution set. 1, 1. So now if I go to 1, 1, it's right here, but you notice it's on the border of a solid pink line and a dotted black line. Now if you remember in our equations, the solution was always where they intersected. However, if I'm talking about these lines, it's only going to work if it's on two solid lines, which means right now the answer 1, 1 is not going to be a solution for this black equation, and I'll show you what that looks like, right? It's not going to be a solution. So the original equation was this, but if I put in the point 1 comma 1, right, that means y is 1, means x is 1. So 3 times 1 on the left side is 3. I get my calculator to do the right side. Right side is negative 1 times 1 plus 4, and I get 3. But the problem is 3 is not less than 3. So this is not a solution. So I showed you both algebraically, but also graphically why the point 1, 1 is not a solution. It's not a solution because it's going to be on a dotted line, and dotted lines are not solid answers. The point 2 comma 3, 2 to the right and 3 up. Well, it's a solution to one of the inequalities, the pink one, but not the black one. So this is going to be no. It has to be in this S space or along this pink line right here. It can't be on this side. It can't be on this black line or above it. And the last one, negative 2 comma 2. So negative 2 comma 2. It looks like it's close to this black line, but again, I can't really tell. Negative 2 comma 2. It looks like it could be on the black line, but it's probably going to be, if it's on the black line, then we know it's not a solution. But again, a great way to check would be to just check that black equation. I'm just going to put in negative 2 for x and positive 2 for y. The left side is going to be 6. Right side, I'm going to have to do with my calculator, all those negatives. It was 6. So again, if it was on the line, I would say, if that was a solid line, then definitely, but it's not. So 6 is not less than 6. So solution, that's a big no. And then it just asks you to write one point that is also a solution. So again, anything that's in this solution set area would be a solution that you could write down. So just pick one point and write it down, and we'll share them tomorrow when we get back to class. All right, guys, looking forward to seeing you soon.